So what's good, my people? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Walter. This is where I document my struggles in the market, my trading, and everything I do basically in the market. So in this video, today is, by the way, Tuesday. Yes, Tuesday. Let me see the date. 2nd of September 2025, and I've been on a trade since last week. Let me just show you guys the trade. Let's go straight to my chart. Trade. Yes, this was the trade right here, this one. So if you can notice, let's just go back. The last time I had a good win, like a good winning trade, was let's say in the month of July. Yes, that was the last time I had a good winning trade, in the month of July. And now this is currently this is the month of August. Okay, no, this is the month of September, but right here was the month of August, and all through August I had back-to-back losses. Basically, market was dealing with me all through the month of August. So I had three full losses in a row, and then I had two small wins. So let's go to the order of the day, which is this setup. So if you look at the daily time frame, you will discover that USD/JPY has been consolidating for the longest amount of time. Like, just look at this whole box right. Yeah, there are times where it went up little. Even today safe, by now it has gone up a little, but it's been consolidating basically. And you know what, you guys know what happens in a consolidating market. Regardless of how you try to make profits, it's very hard. You guys know. So let's go back to the 4-hour, because I don't trade on the daily, I use the weekly. Now if you look at the weekly, this is why I kept on buying. I was buying because of this continuous upward push. So regardless of the fact that, okay, it was going down, but then currently it's going up. Like, anytime it comes down, it goes back up. Anytime it comes down, it goes back up, and it's creating this move. Let's look. This is a higher high, this is a lower high, this is a higher high, and then this is also a lower high. So I kept on buying, and at the moment I'm still buying. So let's go on the 4-hour and look at what the market is doing. Now when it came back down here, I saw an opportunity again to buy. You understand? I saw a very good opportunity to buy, so I bought, and I held this trade since, let me see, when did I enter? I entered Friday, August. That's last month. I entered, and then I held the trade all through. But as you guys can see, it went up almost 44 pips and came back down again. Went up again right here and came back down again. And then finally it went up. So this was last night. This happened last night when I took the trade. And as I took the trade, first of all, there was something that happened in my trading terminal in MT5. Usually around 10 o'clock, the spread of Marvin Profile gets so wide. It gets so wide, like, guys, when I mean wide, very wide. Now the ask and the bid price, the both of them goes really wide. And when that happens, if you're a buyer, it can affect you. If you're a seller, it can affect you, regardless of wherever you are. You get? So because the two of them expand, usually in some brokerage, only the up one is going to expand, but at Marvin Profile, the both of them will expand. And then when that happens, I use a trailing stop loss. Yeah, I use a trailing stop loss. So as I'm using that trailing stop loss now, this thing tapped me out. It took me out. Like, when that thing happened around 10, I forgot about it. Like, usually at the beginning of the profile, I used to put it into consideration, but at the point I discovered that it was no longer happening again. So I didn't care. I didn't think about it, and my mind didn't go there. I didn't know that it was going to happen again, but it did. It happened again, and then it tapped me out. So when I came back to look at my chart, because I was not sleeping till like 11 p.m. yesterday, when I came back to look at my chart, I discovered that it had taken me out. So what did I do? I entered back. I'll show you guys the history. Yes, look at the history here. I entered back, And after entering back again, I was still trying to buy, and then I put my stop loss at this low here. This place where this line was, that was where my stop was. This exact place where this line is, that was where my stop was. And then I entered on this candle. This was the 11 o'clock candle, so my position was somewhere around here, and then my re-entry was here, and then my stop loss was there. So the position looked something like this. This was how the trade looked like, something like this, and I was going to keep on buying, which I would have bagged this much. See how many pips the market went for, but see what happened. This is exactly what happened right here. The market came, tapped me out. It was so annoying. Like when I woke up this morning, I didn't just know what to think. I would have done this video since, but I just decided to just step out, forget about all these things and just step out, because it's very, very distressing. Like, it's very, very distressing. So this was what happened clearly. It tapped me out for just little, very little, and then went in my favor like this massively. So I lost, first of all, in the first side I made $5 in this first one where I was supposed to still be holding. Because of this place I made $5, and then when I re-entered I lost $6 on this move. So this would have given me back 2% of my account. This move would have given me back 2% of my account, 2 or more percentage of my account, but it didn't. And I don't know, but right now this is what I'm looking out for in the market. It happened. This is what I'm looking out in the market. I'm hoping that the consolidation will kick in, because it's still consolidating. So I'm hoping that the consolidation will kick in and drive these prices lower. Yes. And then give me a re-entry. So I will just be sitting on my hands and be waiting for price somewhere around here. Let me pull out my feed real quick. Beautiful. So I'll just be waiting for price around here to continue the buy upwards, because let's go straight to the weekly. Let's see what the weekly look like. Exactly. So I'm expecting price to ride up back to this high, at least before it would even start like returning back down. I'm expecting it to push on to this high, so I'll be on the 4-hour waiting for it. That is a total of almost 300 pips. Yes, 300 pip movement. Even though I've missed how many pip? 200 pips, but then if you add all of them together, it's a total of 400 pips. So at least, no matter how the market wants to be brutal, I'm sure that it would at least give me 100 pips or 150 pips, as the case may be. So guys, that's it for this video. Catch you guys on the next video. Please, if you're not subscribed to my channel, subscribe. Drop a comment in this comment box. Thank you very much. Bye.